That means one person on that jury felt enough sympathy, mercy for you that they decided that you did not deserve the death penalty. So for that, I don't have to make that decision. It's not something that I ever wanted to do or wished to do. But if there was ever a case that I've ever heard that 12 people would have decided that death was appropriate, this is probably it. But that's their decision. I believe wholeheartedly in the judicial system, and I believe that those 12 people made up their mind, and that sentence will be imposed on you. But I also agree with the victims in this case. This was the most selfish, self-centered, evil thing that I've ever heard. That you took the stand and you said that you did all of this for your son is ridiculous. Your son was in the house when this occurred. He was either in the room or within 65, 70 feet of when you shot his mother, shot his grandfather, and then waited 5 hours, by your own admission, to walk downstairs and beat his grandmother to death. In those 5 hours, you must have sat in that house with your son. He was there. It's 6 o'clock in the evening. He's not asleep. He's not locked in his room. You're sitting there with your son, with his dead mother, his dead grandfather, and a man who gave his life for those people. You sat there with him and went downstairs and finished off his grandmother. And you did that for your own selfish reasons. Maybe it was your age. Maybe it was that you felt that they had done something to you that you needed to get revenge for. But there was no remorse. Just saying you're sorry doesn't make it so. You're not sorry for what you did yet. Maybe someday you will be. You weren't sorry that day. You weren't sorry when you took the stand, and you're not sorry now. Your son will grow up without a mother, and without grandparents, and without a father, just as you did. But worse than you, he will grow up without a father because he will know that his father murdered his mother and murdered his grandparents. There's no worse life than that. Hopefully, with the love that he has from the Piles and the Browns and all the other family relatives that he has, he will learn to understand and be happy and learn the things about his mother that he did not know because he took her at such a young age of his. There's nothing worse than losing a parent at a young age, but to have them taken from you by your father, I can't imagine. So hopefully, some way, somehow, through the love of the family that he has here, he will grow up to be a healthy, happy, productive, hardworking, loving person. But that's not because of you. So to say that Tristan is your whole world, I don't believe that. I don't believe Tristan was your whole world. I believe that you did this because you were selfish. And based on the decision of the jury, I sentenced you in count 1 and count 4 to life in prison without the possibility of parole. In counts 2 and 3, I sentenced you to life without the possibility of parole. However, that's with a firearm, discharge, include charging death, which means hopefully that no matter what happens with the legislature, no matter what we decide on life or death in your case, you will never, ever be released from prison. Can you afford to hire an attorney for your appeal?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so at this point, I will appoint the public defender to represent you for appeal. State, is there any costs associated that you're asking me to impose?